on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Tennessee Titans taking on the champions from the NFC, the Carolina Panthers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. CD, it's been better than 2 decades since Kevin Dyson wound up a yard short of the end zone when they almost beat the Rams in the Super Bowl. But now the Titans are back in the big game for the 2nd time in franchise history.
It's been a long time, hasn't it? And all Titans fans fired up, so excited to have your team back competing one more time for a Super Bowl trophy. They hope certainly this time that 1 yard is to be found.
Meanwhile, for the Panthers, it's their 3rd ever Super Bowl appearance in franchise history and looking for that 1st ever Lombardi Trophy.
They played the Broncos tight in their last appearance, ultimately lost 24-10 in Santa Clara in Super Bowl 50. And prior to that, fell to the Patriots and Tom Brady in Houston. Super Bowl 38, a field goal late in the game galled. They want to set the pace in this one and get their 1st NFL championship.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down. Again, it's Henry. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. 3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the 1st with Henry. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Now they'll change things up. In motion right is Hopkins. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A chance for the 1st score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they send the tight end in motion left. And they'll run again. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. That is incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Complete. It's Henry. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Oh, I think there was a little too much heat on that one. He's trying to hit his running back out of the backfield. Normally you want to get the ball to them in stride. But here, this one's coming in hot. And it tips off his hands and into the arms of the defender.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
Hopkins, the man in motion right.
Here's a handoff out of the...
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
Now receiver in motion left. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there. Scoring on the 2-yard keeper.
And the Titans continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Second and 5. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Back to throw again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They're going to look to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
The Panthers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. In motion right goes Hopkins. On 3rd down, here's a run by Hubbard.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. They'll set up a throw. He's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Titans will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the 4th quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
70 Rangers, 18 Rebels, 18 Rebels. Hurt. 19 Lions.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 2nd and 9 now.
Got his man, Okonkwo.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And a quick throw here that's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. And now an audible here into something else. In motion left goes Burks. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. In motion right is Hopkins. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll look to throw here. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver.
And he will have a Titans first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Drop 60, drop 60. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
They'll drop to throw.
He'll find Schwartz complete right side.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Titans on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Hopkins, the man in motion right. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Now they'll audible to something else. In motion right goes Hopkins. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Harold Landry coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
Back to throw here.
This will go to Henry out wide. He's got space past the 25.
And all the way up to the 31-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw now on 1st down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he will take this.